Hey guys, Ryan with Husky Moving here, Arlington, Massachusetts, serving the greater Boston area. We're a full service moving company. We do disposal handyman, we do odd jobs, we do artwork mounting, TV mounting. What do we do? Extremely light plumbing. If it involves a house, we try to get it done if we can. Um, Using my new ring light here. Second video I've made with the ring light. It's pretty dope. Makes me more red, which is not what I need. Even more red, like I'm on Mars. I think we're gonna go with this one today. I feel like this is hitting the backdrop pretty well. It's my best look. I'm glistening right now. I just finished up my first job in the morning. Still a little sweaty. Here's what I want to talk to you guys about. So I had a job yesterday. It was what I would consider to be a small job. A lot of people, customers, probably wouldn't have thought it was a small job. I thought it was a small job. For us, it's a really small job. It was like 30 boxes. House in Watertown, taking them to an apartment complex in Newton. The unload went really quick because I was able to get like, I don't know, it was like 8 or 9 boxes on. I have this big ass Magliner dolly, which allows us to take a bunch of boxes at once, which is great. It just worked out that was the most efficient way to do things. So we got it done really quickly. The guy was shocked at how done I got it. How shocked at how quickly I got it done, which is awesome. He was very happy. But the reason, what I thought of with this video is over the years I've had a lot of people, a lot of guys, specifically coworkers, ask me why we don't milk the clock more. And usually, I can't, if I'm being honest with you, I can't remember the last time I was out on a crew of guys where I wasn't like the crew chief or the whatever, the leader, whatever you want to call it. It's been a long time. And so, you know, I don't want to sound like a douche, but I'm usually the one kind of running things and making decisions about how things are going to go, for better or worse. And so we tend to like hustle through stuff pretty quickly because we take pride in that for sure. And my thing is like, we do it as fast as humanly possible. With the first thing is everything needs to get done correctly. So everything needs to get done correctly, and within those parameters, we do it as fast as humanly possible to save you as much money as humanly possible. The reason why I thought of this is because, like I said, over the years, a lot of younger guys in particular have approached me and been like, hey, how come we don't milk the clock more? It seems like we could kind of take it a lot easier and make more money over the course of a day and not have to work as hard. Okay, fair question, I guess, for sure. And I guess at the end of the day, like anything, it's just one person's opinion versus another one. What I want to talk to you guys about is kind of like short-term versus long-term thinking. And now, keep in mind, I'm 45 years old, so I'm on the tail end of the spectrum for sure. People who potentially could be watching these videos, the vast majority of people who are going to be watching are probably significantly younger than I am, for sure. And so obviously, as you get older, you tend to think differently, and that's it's not better, it's not worse. It's just a part of getting older. But even when I was really young, I had this idea that we can either think about today or we can think about the next 5 years of our lives. And so the today thinking is, in everything you do, it's about me today. What do I want? What do I need today? I want to make as much money as humanly possible off this job. I want to have as easy of a day as possible, right? Selfish. If you're thinking long term, like 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, you're thinking about like the long term health of a business, you're going to be thinking it's not about today. It actually has very little to do with today. You want them to be happy today for sure. You want to do an amazing job today for sure. But you're not worried about the money that comes in today. The money that comes in today is literally going to be a drop in the bucket in the overall picture of things if you do a great job with this customer and now you're getting referral business from them and their business for the next 5, 10, 15, whatever amount of years of your life. And that happens all the time in this industry. That's by far the biggest advertiser in this business is referrals, because people are naturally freaked out about moving. It's very stressful. They tend to be very skeptical because they hear these horror stories about people getting taken advantage of. And so, obviously, if you have your friend Scott, and Scott's like, hey, I have these amazing movers, they're trustworthy, they're great guys, you got to call them. Of course, you're more likely to call them. So the point of this dumb video is, yes, I had the opportunity. I very easily could have had significantly more time with this job, used a smaller dolly, used a smaller cart, carried the boxes one by one instead of bringing them up 9 at a time. But it wasn't about yesterday. Yesterday's paycheck was a drop in the bucket. Like, I don't know, if I'm being honest with you, I don't even really, it is what it is. It's a small amount of money. It's not a big deal. It's going to wind up being, part of my rent payment or whatever it is, or, a couple of tanks of gas. And it could have been significantly more money than that for sure, had I chosen to make it that way. But in the big scheme of things, it's a drop in the bucket. And I want you guys to think that through when you're making decisions about like why you're making certain decisions over the course of a day, how you're acting, the choices you're making, and how it's going to impact you long term as opposed to short term. You don't want to be thinking short term thinking. That's a recipe for success, and recipe for disaster. Or not, I shouldn't use the term disaster. It's not a recipe for disaster, but you can do things better, is my point. You want to be concerned about what's going to happen over the next 6 months of your life, 12 months of your life, 18 months of your life with the job you do today. How's that going to impact you for the next 18 months of paychecks? And so when you look at it that way, yesterday's small amount of money is going to pale in comparison to all the money I'm going to generate from this guy, his wife, his family, the woman I picked up the boxes from, his network on Facebook, his network at work, his gym friends, all across the board. Anytime someone goes to him and goes, hey, I need a mover, or I'm moving, or I want to hang a piece of artwork or something, who's he going to? Obviously, he's going to be like, call those guys. So whenever you're making these decisions about how you want to act, guys, try to think that through. I want you guys to think long-term, not short-term. Think about the health of your business for years and years and years down the line, and not just what's best for you today. All right, thank you. I hope there was some value to this, guys. If you thought there was, please like and subscribe, and you can get my contact information at the end of the video, email address and website are both at the end of the video. All right, guys, thanks for listening. I appreciate it.